Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? What is going down, everybody? It is week 10. We're talking starts and sits. Let's get it. Who's up in here already? Yeah. 49ers. What up? Daniel in the house on Twitch. What up? What up? Minnesota Marty in the house as well. All right. We're ready to smoke it up. Ashton, what up? Let's smoke it up. Get your start sit questions in. And yeah, it's about that time, bro. Let's get it. Cheers.
All right. Fire them up.
Ooh. Marty said Dart or Caleb. Man, as of right now, I'm saying Caleb. They got one of the best matchups for the QBs. So I think we're just getting down with that one there. I mean, New York. I know they might get Paulson Adebo back, and I know that could help their secondary, but man, they've just been giving up like extreme booty to the quarterbacks and wide receivers. So I think I gotta go Caleb. But I wouldn't be mad playing Dart either. I mean, with the work that he's getting on the ground, and it's not like Chicago's like a great matchup or anything, but yeah, I wouldn't be mad with either one of those guys, but I'm leaning Caleb. All right. And who heard it? Now we got the 420 crew. We got the 420 crew song in the intro now as well. Did you guys hear that? That's Jamie on the ones and twos. Oh, who wants to hear about some like two blockbuster trades that I pulled out? That I pulled out today in one league. Mari said I didn't realize how crazy Brian Burns is going this year. Defensive player of the year so far, I think. Too bad Giants suck. Yeah, I mean, you could win defensive player of the year if your team sucks, but you know how it goes. It's like these the AP reporters or whatever, they always kind of lean on guys whose teams are at the top. Ashton on Twitch said Dobbins, Sutton, or Harvey start a Bronco. I'm going Sutton. I'm going Sutton. And why I said that song is sick, dude. Jamie was holding it down on that. Branson, what up? Jackson Dart or Caleb this week. It's funny. Someone else just asked that. I lean Caleb, but I'm okay starting both of them. Both of them have good matchups. And Daniel 49er says, Ramondre playing? We don't know. We don't know. I mean, he's got a projection, projected points next to his name in sleeper, but I don't think, I think he just got a limited practice today, and I don't think I don't know. Did he practice today? Let me go double check. And shout out to King D repping the LBC. What up? Let's go see if he even practiced today. Nope, did not practice. And it's a toe injury for Ramondre, so I would kind of just assume that he's not going to play. I mean, I know it's early in the week, but even initially when they said the toe, they said he could miss a couple weeks. So, I mean, this is like still a part of that couple. This would be the second week that he would miss. So I would assume he's at least going to miss last week and this week, but we'll see what happens. Punisher said, should I start Hunter Henry? Well, who's your other option though? Because, Bucks aren't a horrible matchup. They're not a great matchup either, and kind of little middle of the road-ish. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody, because I didn't even do that. I got it up on my... Actually, no, I did. I got it up on my TV. And I usually forget to hit the like button as well. But yeah, let's see where Hunter Henry's matchup kind of plays. Where are the Bucks? Yeah, Bucks are number 18, so very. I'd say it's an average matchup, very middle of the road. But I mean, if you don't have anybody better, you don't have anybody better. I mean, it's a pretty shitty week. Daniel 49er, I took Rashad because he has a projection this week and Bucky don't. Yeah, I mean, it's still too early to tell with Bucky. He missed today. I mean that's one thing that is kind of tough about these weekly leagues, because we draft on Tuesday and Wednesday, and some of these guys we don't find out till Friday or Saturday if they're actually going to play. But I know for whatever reason, Bucky and Chris Godwin, it says questionable, but neither of them practiced. I mean, I know it's like I don't get why the guys can't carry the same out designation if they haven't practiced yet. Like if they go limited practice, then I understand the questionable. But I feel like they should totally still have the out status on the fantasy apps until they at least practice. I mean, that would be none of these apps are getting it right. Like it's going to take someone who actually knows, loves, lives, eat, breathes, and sleeps fantasy football to create the perfect fantasy app, and it's probably going to cost millions of dollars. But I want to be that guy. We just got to get some capital raised. Said true, he did have a projection, but then they took it away, gave it to Rashad. Yeah, exactly. It was I want to say in the morning he had it, and then when he didn't practice, they took it away, right? But it sucks because he still has the queue. So if you have him in a dynasty league and you had him in the IR, you got to take him out. All that bullshit. I hate that. Because sometimes you have to fucking drop someone, and if he doesn't end up playing anyways and he ends up going out in a day or two, it's just a way, it's just a waste of fucking time, man. And yeah, Daniel 49er said, let's get you on it, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man, we could make this a full, crowdsourced type thing. But I feel like it would legit need to be a couple $1 million, because even not just building the app, but all the money that we'd have to throw into marketing, to get people to fucking know that this is the best fantasy football app ever invented. And it's about to shit on every single fantasy football app out there. Punisher, Dobbins or ETN Jr. Ooh. Hold on. I'm pulling up the best and worst matchups for the running backs. I want to see where these guys line up. So Texans, man, I mean they're an average matchup, but I feel like a low average matchup. And where the hell is the Broncos game? They got the Raiders. I guess what's tough is that Dobbins didn't even get 50% of the work last week, but neither did Harvey. It was Dobbins got 46, 47% of the snaps, and Harvey got 32 or 33% of the snaps. But Harvey he got those good touches though. Even though it's not as good of a matchup, I think I'm gonna go ETN. It's not a horrible matchup, but it's not great. And actually, I mean, Dobbins matchup is, I guess I would say it's a great matchup. It's just not an elite matchup, and it's probably the low end of the great matchups for this week. All right. There we go. About to smoke this bowl, then we're about to fire up TikTok, get some TikTok peeps in the mix here, trying to grow my following over there. Because that's the one that I started on, the latest. And I think we're about to cross 2,000 followers over there. Yo, Jason in the house. What up, bro? Let's get it.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
What do you think of Woody Marks this week? I'm just I'm just so not sold on Woody Marks or Chubb or just the run game for the Texans, like at all. I mean, it really sucks, dude. It's so fluky, but also because like they said CJ Stroud's probably is not playing this week. So I mean, that's just something that kind of like makes it a little bit worse. Because I'm even trying to see, like, I mean, the Jags 24th 24th best matchup. So they're pretty much a bottom 8 like matchup. Oh, and he said, Bill, dude. I mean, they play the Lions this week. Like, that's not going to be good for Bill. I really don't think so. Yeah, like they got the Lions, man. The Lions have been tough against the run. And so, you know, can these guys do good in bad matchups? Like, for sure. It's just, you know, like it sucks to bank. It sucks to try to bank on that. All right. Someone just sent in their StreamYard payment. Let me get them updated real quick. Then bowl, and then we're firing up TikTok. All right. Yo, Cali Jam, what up? He said, dab it up with the 420 crew. Perfect. I was about to smoke a bowl, but we're going for the dab now. Oh, and who wants to hear the 2 trades that I made in the league today? And it's a league where I'm in 3rd place right now, but my record is 14-4, and the guy in 1st place is 15-3, and then the person ahead of me is also at 14-4. I'm so excited about these trades. All right, and here we go. We're dabbing it up for Cali Jam in the crew. And Cali Jam said, whoever won the Rice jersey. Let me see. I don't think anybody chose the Rice jersey. Let's see. Yeah, the Rice jersey still remains. So the jerseys that got swooped up were the Earl Campbell, Andrew Van Ginkel, and the A-Chain. So still got for the next one, which is going to be kind of like maybe 1st or 2nd week of December. We still got the Rice. We still got Roquan. We still got James Cook. Still got Ocho Cinco, Dante Culpepper, and I'm going to try to buy another jersey or 2 before that one goes down. So, yeah, no one chose the Rice one. That one is still available for the next raffle. Yo, Frank in the house. And who is this? 6X, what up? Says, should I start Quentin Johnson over at Dunze? Nah, I know Dunze put up a 0 last week, but it's a good matchup this week. And yeah, Quentin Johnson sucks too. I mean, he's just 1 week removed from putting up a 0, you know? And what'd Frank say? He said, who do you like in the flex? JMO, Harvey, Sharbs, or Woody? I think I'm leaning Sharbs very slightly, though. Very slightly. And Jason, Punisher, Allen or Shaheed. I'm going Allen. It's a good matchup. Plus, it's Shaheed's first week over there. So, you know, I mean, if possible, I'd like to give him a little second, you know, to get acclimated over there before we feel like we're forced to play him. All right. And Jason and 6X said, how do I enter the raffle? So one of the ways is doing a super chat on YouTube for every dollar that you throw down, you get 1 raffle entry. You can also do it on Zelle. You just send to fantasyhustler420 at gmail.com. and also 420superchat.com, and that way you could pay with like a debit card, a credit card, I think Cash App as well. And yeah, every single month I do some kind of a raffle with signed jerseys. We always have at least 3 winners. If we get in a bunch of raffle tickets sold, like I could get more jerseys like in the mix as well, but I'm always doing a minimum of 3 winners. All right. Thanks for asking, bro, because I know some other people might have been interested as well. And 6X, are you new to the channel? It's weird because it switched like everybody's name to like their YouTube username. Albert in the house. And Jason, I'm coming back to your question. We got to shout out Cali Jam throwing down the $20 super chat. He said, get fucked up and get my chances up on that rice. There we go. Yeah, because we did the raffle on Monday. We're going to do the next one. I would say probably going to be it's probably going to be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, because on that Thanksgiving weekend, we're going to San Diego. Survivor Series is that Saturday. So that weekend will be a little wonky for live streaming. Oh, nice. All right. 6X, I'm new. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming through. If you love fantasy football, you'll love this channel. If you're into the greenery at all, you'll love this channel. And yeah, I'm always going live. I'm trying to get back in the groove of posting like uploaded videos, but I'm usually just live almost every day. So it's like picking and choosing my battles of what I want to do. It's mostly just live streaming and hanging out with the crew and answering questions. But 420crew.com, that links to my Patreon. If you want information outside of Patreon, that is outside of YouTube, that is the spot, because like every single week I'm posting things like let me show you guys here real quick, because I was talking about the best and worst matchups, right? So like every single week I'm getting information like this for the crew. And so like best and worst matchups, we got the best matchups here with like Swift and Manning Guy, Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones, James Cook, A-Chain, Taylor. And then I got all the worst matchups that suck: CMC, Breece Hall, Bill, Bucky, but he didn't practice. And then I get it all broken down here, like the top 8. Those are going to be the elite matches. I'm going to start taking out the bye weeks, the bye week teams, just so there's no confusion. But I got the teams that are giving up the most points to each position. So this is just going to help. It's not like you have to start, the guys based on this, but like I break this down for every single position. So for those who are not Patreon members, you're getting a little sneak peek right here, and it's every single position that's broken down. I post this. I do this weekly, and I do it every single Wednesday. And check out some of the stuff that I posted last week. There's going to be some more similar things posted this week. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? So I guess this was the week before, but like the target market shares, broke down that for the tight ends, running backs, wide receivers, and broke down the tight end route data. Oh yeah, I remember what I did last week. It was the strength of schedules. This is huge and something that you'll be able to come back to every week. I'm also posting waiver wires for offense and defense and special teams, and then IDP as well. But yeah, the strength of schedule is so badass. So I broke this down for each position, including the kickers for you crazy assholes who play with kickers. But let me show you for the running backs, because everyone's always interested in the running backs. So this was the rest of season breakdown, and I broke it down here. Each team is rated out of 100. And so the Patriots have like the best schedule, like moving forward for running backs: the Browns, Dolphins, Bengals, Chiefs, Steelers. And then I kind of have it broken down for all the teams and letting you know which ones are the bottom of the barrel, schedules, like guys like James Cook, Bucky Irving for the entire season, not the best. But then I also broke it down for the playoffs. And look, Bill, A-Chain, Cardinals, 49ers, Patriots. Those are the teams with the best playoff schedules. And I broke it down for all the teams, and this will be something that's really valuable if you're trying to make trades. I made a huge trade today for Devon A-Chain. And check this out. Here are the 2 trades that I made. You tell me what you guys think. So this is a team where I'm going for it. So I have on this team Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold. And there's a dude who's been wanting Baker Mayfield. He sent me a trade giving up Neighbors and me sending Mayfield, and felt like it wasn't enough because it didn't really help me too much this year. So I countered and I added a 27 first because he doesn't have a 26 first, which doesn't help me this year, but it is just going to help me, make another trade, which I did immediately after. And then also got Christian Rosboom as well. My defense is what is lacking a little bit in this one. My offense is crazy stacked. So adding Neighbors for next year is just going to be nuts. And then here's the second trade that I did. This one, blockbuster of all blockbuster. Listen to this shit. So I traded away my 26 first, second, and third, and then my 27 first, and then that 27 first that I just acquired. So I'm trading away 3 firsts plus a second plus a third, and I'm getting A-Chain, Charbonnet, Kittle, Dubs, and Jordan Brooks. I feel like no matter what, trading away 3 firsts like that, that's probably going to be an overpay. But I feel like this is a move that could keep me in championship contention for these next 2 years as well. Because my team is already super dope. I added an insane amount of depth, with this trade. But what do you guys think about those 2 trades? And I'm pretty sure I shouted out Albert, but if I didn't, shout out to Albert. And Daniel 49er, I wonder if Swift will be back because Kyle tore it up. Yeah, we got to look at who they played, as well. Jason said let me go live on TikTok here before I forget. Jason said I have Nico starting. I also have Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Debo. I'm gonna go Keenan and Diggs for now. Could change, though. Could change. And Jay Phil said Brees, Dobbins, AJ Brown start too. For now, I'll say Dobbins and AJ Brown, but we got to be paying attention because I know AJ Brown's still questionable. He plays on Monday. Shout out to Mahoopy on Twitch. Thanks for the follow. Horton or Keon? I have Chase and Pickens on bye. I'm just going to say Horton, man, because Keon fucking sucks, dude. He has been disappointing us left and right, and I don't know if this is the week that he stops disappointing us. And let's see, Zach on Twitch. Rice for JJ. Nah, man. You need to figure out how to get both of them on the same team, not trade one for the other. And Mr. Least, trade Nico, Olave, Swift for Lamb and Chase Brown. Yeah, if you could do that. It probably really hurts you this week, because both the guys that you'd be acquiring are on bye. And Mahoopy said just because Shaheed was acquired by Seattle. Yeah, but that's, I doubt that he goes over there and just totally takes over right away in week 1. I don't see that happening. All right. And Cali Jam, I'm marking you down. So you had 2 super chats today, and we're going to do another dab here for your second super chat. So 25 raffle tickets total. You the man, Cali Jam. All right. Okay. And Lucius, what up, bro? He said I have Horton, but Ty Johnson is open in my league. Is playing this weekend. I mean, I'd pick up Ty Johnson as a just in case. He's questionable as of now. He got in a limited practice, is what it was. And hey, Daniel on TikTok, what up? Let me see. The Aiden Roy said I was here last night and you mentioned Tyler Warren and Keenan for Bucky trade. My league vetoed it. Lame. That sucks, bro. Fuck that league. That's lame. Sucks when people make dope trades in your leagues. Like, nope, your team cannot get better, bro. And Judah, James Cook, Addison, Flowers for Rice and A-Chain. Probably. I like it. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, if you're getting Rice and A-Chain, I would. And make sure you guys hit that like button on TikTok and make sure you follow. Jason on YouTube. I have Ferguson on bye. Have to play Hunter Henry. You think Diggs and Hunter get more targets? Will Diggs ruin more routes? Run more routes with Butte out? Your thoughts? I mean, you know, if is Butte already ruled out? I mean, you know, it's addition by subtraction with those guys. I mean, Hunter Henry, he usually is going to get 4 to 6 targets. You know, I mean, I think that's what we can count on. So, I mean, you could do a lot worse. That's for sure. Shout out to the Greek guys who followed. Skeeter OG, should I drop Bo Nix or Caleb for Dak? I would drop Caleb, but I'd wait until like later in this week because like he has a pretty good matchup this week. So he might do good. You don't want someone to pick him up. James Mayberry start, Jordan Addison, Debo, Jameson, Cortland Sutton. Can't decide on the 2 to start. I'm going to say Addison and Cortland Sutton. And make sure you come back. Don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer, but I would start Cortland Sutton on Thursday. And Cole, would you trade Jalen Warren and Jackson Dart for Judkins and Tet? I have Lamar. Yeah, I mean, I don't like Tet. I like the Judkins part of it. I feel like I'd want someone besides Tet in there. But yeah, I would do that. Greek guys, Jones or Goff this week? I'm leaning Goff. Good matchup for Goff. And shout out to Cole who just followed. Would you trade Jalen Warren, Jackson? Oh, Cole was the one who asked that. Yeah, did you hear me? I'd want to try to get someone besides Tet in the mix. And Sleep said Ja Morant got traded to the Lakers. Oh man, Lakers suck. And Cole, put in an emoji or something so I know that you like heard me. Skeeter, who would you start, Caleb or Nix? I mean, probably Nix, but I like Caleb more long term. You're the one who asked if you would drop him, right? And whenever questions come in on YouTube or whatever, I'll be answering as well. I'm just going back and forth from TikTok and YouTube and Twitch. And FTC, would you Chase Brown and Wilson for Bowers and Tet? It's kind of too even, and I'd want to keep Chase Brown. And Greek guys, did you hear me answer that question already? And Declan, QJ or Marv? Going Marv. And user and a whole bunch of numbers. Come on, man. You got to have like a different name besides like random user. Would you trade Higgins, Sutton, and Vidal for A-Chain? I mean, it's a lot, but I'd probably do it. And Austin, would you trade Genty for Etienne and Flowers? I don't think so. And Owen, do I do A-Chain and Tet for Puka and Hampton RB2 would be Travion? No. That's horrible, man. I mean, I know you'd be getting Puka, but yeah, if you're like making it to where you're literally going to screw over your running backs by trading away A-Chain, like, nah, don't do it. And Link Up said, show the team. Which one? The one behind me? I mean, you can't see the whole thing either way just because of the screen. But it's 2-point PPR, but it also has IDP. So there's 9 offensive spots and 8 IDP spots. Galaxy trade Debo for Flowers. Yeah, probably, but I don't like trading wide receiver for wide receiver. Oh yeah, Jose, Otten Fanning, or Joanna Man Johnson. I'm leaning Otten this week. Husker said Vidal or Aaron Jones. Probably leaning Vidal. Aaron Jones does have a really good matchup, though. Actually, I'm leaning Aaron Jones. JP, you got the Bucks or New England this week? I think I got the Bucks at home. Loso, pick one out of Rome, Diggs, Tech, Garrett, JMO, Wandale with Gadsden. Trade for what RB? What? That's so confusing. What up, Crispy? Hey, say what up, losers on TikTok? What up, Crispy? That Loso, that just confused the hell out of me. I'm gonna pick one, and I'm gonna pick Wandale. But if Gadsden can play, that's who I'd be playing. And Bowen says McCarthy or Caleb Williams. I'm going Caleb, just a way better matchup. Hunter said Laporta or Myers. I'm probably going Laporta for this week, but man, I mean, getting Jacoby in the mix soon over there for sure. Eric said trade Barkley and Pittman away for Amon-Ra Javante. No. JJ Roman Diggs for Judkins. I mean, if you got the wide receivers to spare, yeah. Alex Diaz, you starting Wandale or Devonta Smith? I'm leaning Devonta Smith. And CMC trade Taylor and Pittman ASAP. Okay. Nick said traded Keenan for Kyren. It's a good move. Matthew B. Bijan for JSN. I feel like I'd want to get them both on the same team, not trade one for the other. And Crispy said, Slayton or Tucker? I'm going to say Tucker. And Joker said Sutton or Dixon Cider. Who the fuck is that? I'm just gonna go Sutton. And user and all those random numbers. Drop one, right? Sarbs or Worthy. You got to give me the context on why, bro. I don't like saying to drop guys like that. And McGaines, Bucky, Fragbuka. I'm stacked at RBs. I feel like I'd want to go somewhere else with that. JJ Gadsden or Bowers this week. Both. Play one in the tight end and one in the flex. Don Dada, TJ Hawker, Theo Huxtable Johnson. I'm going TJ. And Owen said trade Puka and Jalen Warren for Josh Jacobs and Amon-Ra. Nah. I mean, you probably should, but it's like you're just swapping players, man. You're swapping great players. And peace out, Daniel 49er. He said, I'm out, brother. Glad I found this and figured this shit out. Me too. We'll catch you on the flip side. And Taylor Fannin or Kincaid? I'm going to go Kincaid because of the matchup. And I can't. Emilio Garcia is Pickens, Marvin Harrison Jr., Wilson rest of season. Marvin Harrison Jr. Dookie Stain, Troy Franklin, or Fannin? I'm going to say Franklin. And Akshay, Diggs, T-Mac, Garrett, or Collins this week. I'll go Nico. And Micah, trade BTJ for Flowers. Nah, I'd hold. And I can't see the name, but who wins this trade? Kyren, Adams, and Addison for Genty, Flowers, and Waddle. You both kind of win and lose at the same time. Yeah, it's tough. I think I like the Adams side a little bit better. And Ollie said Igbuka or Wilson. Wilson. Hey, Mr. Wilson. Shout out to Free Signal. Thanks for the follow. Do I start Herbert or Lamar? That one's tough. I'm gonna lean on Lamar. Let's see. Ty, Shakira, Debo, Micah, BTJ for Flowers. Already said that. Lucas, Garrett for Judkins. I'd probably do that to get Judkins. Big Lows, Marby room is horrible right now. I got Bucky, Tracy, Kamara, Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones. I mean, that's tough, man. That's tough. Christian, Nico, or Garrett rest season? Nico. Gabriel said Allen or Johnston? Allen. Micah said, what do you think I can get for Hampton? I mean, if it's a redraft, not a lot. Dom, QJ, Wandale, Diggs. I'll go Wandale and Diggs. Don't forget to hit that follow, TikTok peeps. Don't forget to hit the rose or something. Throw down the football, the trophy, whatever it is. Get creative with it. Bronson. I got Jaden Daniels in a super flex. Who should I go with off waivers? Shit, who's available? Is there anybody even available? Free Signal Falcons might put up a fight since they only do good against good teams. Yeah, they definitely play up and down to their competition. That's for sure. And let's see. Adrian, trade Gibbs, Mahomes, Worthy for CD, Judkins, and May. Got JSN and A-Chain. No. No. Too much for too much. Got to get it more calculated. And G7 traded Rasheed and Swift for King Henry, Hampton, and Igbuka. I mean, I don't like trading away Rasheed Rice. Like, he's the best player in this whole deal. So that's kind of tough. Jake said I'm trading Purdy and Hall for McBride, Swift, and Gabriel for the buy. Thoughts? I mean, Purdy just keeps being hurt. So, yeah, Hall, it's whatever. Yeah, I mean, McBride's the best person in this trade, so you're getting him, but Swift, blah, Gabriel, blah, Trent, Darter, Nix. That's tough. I think I'm going to say Knicks, but it's close. Toner, JJ for Rice. No, man, don't trade one for the other. It's pointless. And Brad, would you do Brees for Judkins? If I'm bringing back Judkins, yeah. Mark, trade Kyren and Rome for Adams and Genty. Nah, I'd want to rework that somehow. Zoe, CD Lamb, Brees, and Baker for Saquon and London. Nah, you got to rework that. Mason said pick 2, Slayton, Dubs, Franklin. I'll go Franklin and Dubs. And Damien, the point setting behind me is it's 2-point PPR. It's also QB premium and tight end premium scoring. And then we have IDP. So there's 8 defensive players in addition to 9 offensive players. Gideon on Facebook. Thoughts on this? Keenan Allen and Manning guy for Shaheed. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. And thoughts on Roma Dunze for Wandale. I also don't like it. I would just hold. Let's see. D122 said McConkey or T-Mac. I'll go McConkey. And Tyson said trade Judkins for Bucky. Nah. Corn roast by Igbuka with Sutton and Goddard. No. Oscar says BTJ droppable. I mean, only in a super shallow league. Danny said Genty and Lad with. Is it what elite running backs can I get from? Yeah, I mean you got to go find someone who like has an elite running back and a plethora of them, and then look at their record and see if they would actually trade. Because you have to find someone who needs depth and can give up a top player. And Bronson said Michael Penix, Tua, Marcus Mariota, Jacoby Brissett. Which of the four would you choose from? I think I'm going Penix. Yeah, Penix versus the Colts. Colts have they've been in some shootouts, man. They've been letting QB score against them pretty easily. Let's see. And shout out to Oscar V throwing down the roses. Here's the one I asked: is BTJ droppable? Sell Manning guy. I mean, I probably would. It was a really great matchup last week, and Swift being out, made it to where he was just the guy. So yeah, if you could sell him high, I would. Someone who's drinking the Kool-Aid. Roblo, Judkins, Diggs, Mason for Javante and K9. Nah. Keep Judkins. And G.I. Joe said, bro, what are these scores? It's a crazy league. We have 17 starters, 9 offense, 8 IDP, and 2.0 PPR, QB premium scoring, and tight end premium scoring. And what up, Darren? He said, can I ask you about a trade? I have CD, Rice, and Ladd on my wide receiver. I'm getting an offer of Olave, Dobbins for CD, and Igbuka and Dobbins for Rice when someone like a throw in. I mean, I really don't like those like at all. I mean, you're pretty. I wouldn't want to give up those wide receivers for that. Yeah, Bronson. I said I'd go Penix out of those 4. But I don't like those trades, Darren. Like seems like you're giving up like way better guy than you are bringing back. Yeah, so I wouldn't do that. Especially with CD and Rice, man. Like Rice has been on fire. CD's been super solid. Yes, appreciate the rose Roblo. And Dot said points per second on the field. Hey, man, it's the only way to go. Isn't it boring when your guys don't score any points? And trust me, all the points, all the scoring in this makes sense. But, yeah, you can't compare it to like a default like type of league. It's not. Yeah, Darren, you the man. Throwing down the super sticker on YouTube, the $10 super sticker. I'm going to go mark you down for the 10 raffle ticket entries. All right. And I said it a little earlier, and I'll say it again. Some of the signed jerseys that we have that are going to be in the early December raffle. We got Rashee Rice, Roquan Smith, James Cook, Dante Culpepper, Chad Ochocinco, just to name a few, and I'm going to work on grabbing a few more before the next one. Yeah, and Darren said, Roto trade sucks. I'd rather just ask you. You're the man, bro. You the man. And AI, they may take over a lot of things, but they're never going to be able to take over like trades. And you know why? It's because they can only go off of rankings. They can't. There's so many things that AI will never take into account when making trades. So yeah, man, fuck any kind of AI like trade calculator. Like that shit is for the birds. And Alex Flores said I was offered AJ Brown and Dobbins for Derrick Henry. Should I take it? Oh man, that's kind of tough. I mean, it really depends on your running back situation. Like, is Derrick Henry like your third best running back? Like, if so, I might do that. But it's such a downgrade from Derrick Henry to Dobbins. That if that spot is going to make a difference, I don't think I'd do that. I don't know. And Brian said, I have to start 2. What up, dude? He said Judkins or Vidal or Tracy. I'm gonna say Judkins and Vidal. Yeah, it sucks about Vidal last week though. Let's see, who did I miss on TikTok? Make sure you guys are following on TikTok and hitting that like button. We should have way more likes with the amount of people that jumped in earlier. Let me see that boy. Judkins or Genty. I mean, I'm probably going Judkins, but man, I mean, I like both. That sucks. You can't start both. Leo Mars, start JCM or Montgomery. I'm gonna go Montgomery. Bill's got a tough matchup this week. And Darren said Dobbins gets volume touches enough. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's like things have been moving in the wrong direction for him the last 2 weeks. Like the long-term outlook of Dobbins and Harvey is like let me see it. Like it used to be like this. Like this was Dobbins and this was Harvey. And like over the last couple weeks, it's like they're getting closer and closer and closer. And what if it ends up going like this? Where it ends up being Harvey, being the guy like toward like down the stretch, over Dobbins. It's like that's why I wouldn't want to trade for him. If you got him, you got him, but like I wouldn't want to trade for him. And let's see. And T Fire Peace, Franklin or Wandale. That one's tough. I think I'm going Wandale. Josh Pippen, trade Henry and McBride and trade Henry for McBride and Harvey. I have Bijan, Chase, and Brown. That's kind of tough, man. I kind of also don't want to trade for Harvey because, like, I'm still nervous about him. Like, is he going to be the guy that ends up taking over? But to get McBride, it's probably worth it, though. And Hayden, trade A-Chain and Addison for McBride and Igbuka. No, you don't want to be trading A-Chain. And the baby trade Swift and Ladd for Genty and Pittman. No. I probably would. And I usually don't like the wide receiver running back for wide receiver running back, but I want Genty way more than Swift, and I'm okay getting Pittman over Ladd. Leo, I got Swift and Manning guy. Who do I start? Dude, I mean, you're just gonna have to weight that all the way down. Is pretty much what it's gonna be. Cali Jam said, yeah, but Harvey's points are coming from big plays, not volume. Give me the volume. Yeah, but see, like that's the thing. When you start making big plays, the team is going to get you more touches. And like Harvey's snap percentage has been going up, and Dobbins' snap percentage has been going down. That's just like a trend that I see happening. It's not happening fast. It's like a slow trend. But if you analyze the numbers, like I analyze the numbers, it's like that split is getting closer and closer. And I don't like it for Dobbins. I really don't. And they're probably trying to manage Dobbins as well because they don't want his bitch ass getting hurt before the playoffs. And Zane said, how'd you get 400 points? Because I'm a baller. It's 2-point PPR. It's also QB and tight end premium scoring. And then there's IDP as well. So we got 9 offensive starters, 8 IDP starters. And so 17 total starters. And Robert, this trade better be good. He said traded away Rico for Olave and Kincaid. Lost Tucker Kraft. Still have Barkley, Henry. I'm 2-7. Yeah. I mean, you're pretty much done anyways, unless you pull off like 5 wins in a row here. You're pretty much done anyways. But I mean, props to you for like trying to make some moves. I mean, you have Barkley and Henry, so yeah, I mean, you should be okay. But Olave and Kincaid got a ball. And Alicia, what up? I have Dobbins, but Harvey is on free agent. Would you play Harvey over Dobbins this week? I definitely would want to pick him up. I definitely would. I don't know if I'd play him over him, though. I kind of feel like I would play Harvey over Dobbins. Also nervous about being Thursday, but I would pick him up because if he does good, I mean, he's going to be like the top waiver wire guy like this week because waivers are just getting so thin. And Joey 96, on TikTok. Pacheco worth trading for? Hell no, dude. Have you seen him? Have you seen him throughout the year? He has sucked. And PJ said, where the fuck you been, Hustler? You partying with Kadarius Toney?
Man, fuck Tony.
No, I was sick, dude. Like, man, 2 weeks ago, it was like family was in town. Then I was sick the next week after that. And then like right when I got back at it, then I got food poisoning on Sunday. It was kind of bullshit couple days. That's for sure. Bullshit week of being sick. Zane said, should I start Loveland or Sampson? I'm gonna say Loveland. Sports Club, should I start Hertz or May? I'm gonna say Hertz, but it's pretty close for both. And let's see. And Jaden, stop spamming the damn chat, bro. Jeez. Is your question really that important? If you stop spamming, I'll answer it. The Griffin, Bucky for Derrick Henry. Nah. El Wancho, should I accept a trade offer? Gadsden and Montgomery for Chase Brown. Man, I kind of rather have the Gadsden side, but man, this one's tough. I feel like I would just rework it like somehow. And which side are you getting? And Jaden said Baker, Genty, and Downs for Javonte and Jalen Warren. I guess I probably would want to get the Javonte, Jalen Warren side, but I feel like Genty is the best player in this whole trade. So I don't know. I would probably just hold on that. It's like too much for too much. And throw in a comment or something so I know that you heard the answer. And Not Ray said 420 points. How's this league set up? So it's 2.0 PPR. It's QB premium, tight end premium scoring. And then we also have IDP. So it's 9 offensive starters, 8 defensive starters. No way. Crispy said Huss is using no Vaseline on the trade in League 10. All right. I'm going to read off this trade again. You guys tell me who won or lost this trade. I'm going for it, and Crispy's rebuilding. Here goes the trade. I traded away a 26 first, a 26 second, a 26 third, a 27 first, and a 27 first. One was mine, and then one was someone else's. And then I received. So that's 3 firsts, a second, and a third all over the next 2 years. And I received A-Chain, Kittle, Charbonnet, Dubs, and Jordan Brooks. I feel like I overpaid because Kittle's old. Sharbs, who knows? I mean, this is more of a win now and getting depth like type of trade. The key player in this is all A-Chain for sure. And see, and even Thomas said he overpaid the fuck out of that. And Jordan said, what type of league or app is this? It's Sleeper is the app. And the league is 2.0 PPR and tight end premium, QB premium scoring, and it has IDP. So there's 9 offensive starters, 8 defensive starters. And the only person who said anything about the value was Thomas, and he said you overpaid the fuck out of that. So see, Crispy, but I knew that's the only way to get it done with Crispy was to overpay. Also, it's gonna be hard. Nobody wants to trade with me in this league because my team is so good. Dan said I have Vidal, Henderson, and Bucky as 3 RBs. Should I start shopping if the middle of the pack standings? I'd shop Vidal. Dude, when Hampton comes back, Vidal isn't going to be what he is. That would be the guy who I would be trying to shop. And Callie Jam said you both won if Crispy can hit on those picks. Well, the thing is you don't really have to hit on the picks. You can trade those picks eventually. The picks The picks don't lose value. Players lose value sometimes from year to year. Sometimes players gain value, you know, but the older you get, sometimes you lose value. And who's Smokey said 420 points. I mean, perfect number, right, Smokey? Yeah, it's not a default league, though. It's 2.0 PPR. It's QB premium scoring, tight end premium scoring, and we have 8 IDP starters. And Crispy said, no one wants to trade with me because they want to way underpay. Yeah, for sure. And like, yeah, is that an overpay? Like I already said that I feel like I overpaid for it, but like how else are you going to get like players, you know, that many decent players of that caliber? And most of it was for A-Chain, man. And Jordan Johnson said, I'm seeing more leagues like this more than standard nowadays. Well, it's just because the standard leagues are getting boring as hell. You know, like there's still more standard leagues that exist than leagues like this. Like that's for sure. I'd say it's really like if you play in a league like mine where it's like it has IDP, you know, it's like a different like type of scoring compared to the default. I mean, you're talking like only like maybe like less than 5% of leagues are like that. Like I still feel like it's a majority. I feel like it's a majority just like the standard leagues. And Crispy says, well, I only trade with you mainly. I mean, whenever me and Crispy trade, it's always some blockbuster like type of trade. I always got to give up multiple first, but usually it's a move that will help. I hope this helps. Cali Jam said, show Crispy the bail money. Yeah, listen to this other trade that me and Crispy did earlier this year. It sucked because Neighbors was one of the people that was in the trade. Let me see. Let's go see, because this was a couple weeks ago, but now I'm curious. Yeah, September 16th. This is a while ago. Oh man, now the trade just sucks now that I'm looking at it. But it was Neighbors, James Cook, and Olave. And I mean, this was when Olave was just balling the fuck out. Neighbors balling, all of them were balling the fuck out at this point. And this one, fuck, man, I traded a 26 first, a 27 first, a 26 first, a 26 second, a 26 second, and a 27 first. Fuck. Fucking Neighbors, man, him going down. If Neighbors was there, my team would be like even killing it way more than it is right now. This league is so top heavy. I'm 13-5 and I'm in 5th place. Like that's fucking insane. And then like the 6th seed is like 8-10, totally up for grabs. And Edit said, bro, what point setup do you have that you made 400 points? So it's 2.0 PPR, QB premium scoring, tight end premium scoring, and there's IDP. So that's really what makes the biggest difference is the IDP, because we have 9 offensive starters and 8 IDP starters. So 17 total starters. So when you think about that, scored like 420 divided by 17, 24 points a player on average. That's actually still really good. The QBs kind of raise that value a little bit, but there's only 2 of them though. And let's see. Wang said Chase Brown and Pickens for Saquon. I mean, if they'll do that, yeah. And it said, oh, wow, it said must change the whole game. I mean, it's way more fun. Like when you start playing in leagues with me where like everything is just a little bit changed from default, like you'll never go back to a default league. It's so fun. And I host so many different types of leagues. Like I commission probably close to 300 leagues. Most of them are dynasty leagues, but a lot of the redraft leagues are super fun. And PJ said Marvin, Devontae, Wandale, Ibuka, sit 1. I'm sitting Ibuka for now until we hear more. Frank said, how much of an upgrade is Ibuka over Flowers? For 2025, not too much. I would say pretty close. And Alberto, start 2, Judkins, Warren, Dowdle. Gonna say Judkins and Rico. Husker, Vidal, or Aaron Jones. I'm going Aaron Jones, but it's close. PJ also Mariota or Penix. I'm going Penix. Jason, say your team hustler. I have Josh Allen, McCaffrey, Kyren, St. Brown, London, McBride, the flex Ray. And Ray Rice, Ray Rice, Roma Dunze, and Denver. And he said that how's your team? So here's the 12-teamer. The one that I read off early that me and Crispy made some trades in today. This might be one of my favorite teams. So it's a super flex. I got Josh Allen and Mahomes is usually in there, but he's on bye. So I got Darnold in there right now. But then I got Derrick Henry, James Cook, A-Chain, St. Brown, CD, T. Higgins, obviously, on the bench this week. I got Neighbors in the IR. He'll be ready for next year. Who else I got? I got Kittle, Dubs, ETN. And I got some studs on defense as well. So feeling good about this squad. I play the number 1 team this week. So this is going to be a really big game. Really big game. And Crispy says, Quorum taking over the backfield in LA. No. PJ Penix versus that Colts defense on the road seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Dude, the Colts have been giving up like points to the quarterback, though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, they put up points, but I mean, I guess it's different with Sauce over there now. I guess I really wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, I'm still saying Penix, though. Fluky stuff's going to happen, man. They're overseas. And Cali Jam Thule with that 50 plus 4 weeks ago made me hit 400 plus in 5-6 leagues in 1 week. Yeah, for sure. When I have so much Thule in that best ball tournament, like, yeah, they killed it. Jane said, I'm in first, 1,300 points, 150 points over everyone else projected first. Yeah, see, I can't say that. Like, this league is really competitive. Because even like my team, like, dude, I'm 14-4. The guy in first place is 15-3. The points are insane, though. The guy in second place has 32.76. I'm in second place with 31.06. And then actually, the guy in first just has the best schedule is what it is, because he only has 3,017, and the guy in fourth place has 3,024. But yeah, like, that's the difference in the scoring in some of these leagues. Like, yeah, like, we're in the 3,000s, as far as like scoring goes. And Cameron said this points is wild. What the hell? I know it blows people's minds who've like only played in like one style of league, right? I turn people out, man. The leagues that I have are like so much fun that like you will not want to play in those default like style of leagues. And Antonio, he said, what is this scoring? He said 15 points for showing up. Nope. 2.0 PPR. It is tight end premium scoring, QB premium, but it's also IDP. So that's where I know it's going to blow a lot of your peeps' mind. Is like, there's like, how many people in there didn't even know that you could play with defensive players? I'm very curious. TikTok, let me know if you didn't even know that it was a thing that you could play with defensive players. I just got lucky in the first league that I got invited to. It was it had IDP involved, so I just thought that that's how everybody played. I mean, that was back in like 2006, though. Let's see, Joey D. I got 3 wide receivers: Kyren, Rico, Quinshon Judkins. Who you're starting? So 3 running backs. So I'm picking one out of those guys. Probably going Judkins, but it's close. Ayush. Start 2, Shaheed, Addison, Diggs, Quentin Johnston, Butte. I'll go Addison and Diggs. Oh, Joey D said pick 2. I'll go Rico and Quinshon. And I'm going to be getting out of here soon. So TikTok, let's throw in some roses or a football or a trophy or something. Keep me around here longer. And Cali Jam said, playing the Guillotine League or the Debo Leagues if you have it. They're killer fun. Hell yeah. And that's what I have on the screen right now is my matchup from the Debo Snatcher Chain League. I scored 420 points. So, for the 420 crew, we're repping. Z Zane, thanks for throwing the rose in. Dollar bills, y'all. Let's get it. And, start J.K. Dobbins or Jalen Warren. Man, that's tough because both guys have a tough matchup. I'm going to go Jalen. The matchup is a little bit tougher, but I think I'm going to do that. And yeah, let's smash that like button, everybody. And on TikTok, spam the like button. That's one thing that you can spam is the like button. Do that. I'm about to smoke a bowl because I've been rocking for probably getting close to an hour here. And so I can't show you guys on TikTok. They don't like it, but you can see the score there and just ooh and ah over that 420 point score. And Darren said, you beat me in the Debo. I lost both. Oh, Jonathan Taylor and Adams, bro. I couldn't believe that I pulled it out because at one point it looked like you were going to beat me. And then like I looked later, I was like, oh shit, I pulled it out. Yes. I'm trying to stay alive, man, because the one where I beat you, my team is not that good. Like, I mean, I've made some good pickups for sure. But yeah, I've lost so many games. I've lost so many studs. The other one I'm doing good. I'm like 7-2. So that one I am doing good. I'm doing so good that the only person that I could trade away was Travis Kelce this week. And I brought back Nico. And I felt like I had to do it because like I'm playing like the number one team. I got to stay on this streak, man. I can't catch a loss. Cannot catch a L. Yeah, what do you think about this TikTok? So it's a league that I started called the Debo Snatch a Chain League. It's the one that I'm showing right here. If you win, you get to force a trade where you get to steal any player that you want from your opponent, and you have to send back a starter. And but it's super crazy, man. It is super crazy. And Cali Jam said must be in the Debo with the D. Yeah. Well, no, that was the other one. The Debo with the D. That's the one that I have showing the 420 points. Yeah, for sure. May say think McCaffrey can still have a good game versus the hardest run D. I mean, you're not sitting him if that's what you're asking, but I would probably try to take shots in other positions. You know, if you got a floor guy or a ceiling guy, I'm trying to play a ceiling guy, you know, in the flex. And because I wouldn't expect huge things from CMC, but could he throw down 3 touchdowns? Fuck yeah, he still could. Like he's CMC, but I would just assume that it's going to be a slow game for him, and he's gonna have to pop a big one. And PJ says Vegas good versus the RB. They're like middle of the road. I think they were like 14th. You know, out of if going 1 through 32, 1 being the best matchup. Dan said I left Higgins on the bench because Flacco wasn't looking like he was gonna play. Man, that was the difference. I don't know how many points I beat you by, but Higgins scored like damn near 50 in our format. Crispy said I'm just there so I don't get fired. You the man. Cali Jams, I couldn't trade this week in the offense only. Yeah, my team sucks over there, so it's very easy to trade. In the other one, I almost couldn't, but I traded Nico. I got Nico, and I traded away Kelce, and I'm hoping that Nico's schedule and everything that it ends up like working out. And Darren said, just remember at the beginning of this year, I said CMC will be on his revenge tour. Hey, I was right there with you, man. I have so much CMC. I was a big advocate. Toyota One, what up? Says about that time. Update on Barkley and Garrett Wilson. Said need him in the 32, getting thin as fuck, bro. Yeah, man. I caught a big L last week. Like, dude, I feel like I'm like almost out of it there. I need to just keep winning. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be a more important update for Barkley and Garrett Wilson. PJ, who's the most disappointing fantasy player of the season, and why is it definitely BTJ? It's definitely BTJ. I'm glad that when everyone was taking BTJ that I was just taking Puka, because even Puka being hurt, still way better than BTJ. Yeah, I've been jaded by Jaguars wide receivers in the past. Allen Robinson was the first Jaguars wide receiver that jaded me from the Jaguars second year wide receivers. So I just don't do it anymore. And Zach on TikTok, start Stafford or Baker. I'm going Stafford. Callie Jam said Barkley is fine. Expected big day. Let's get it. Darren said Bowers killed me. I mean, Bowers, yeah, he's the man. Ice Cream Man, what do you think? I got Vidal or Parker Washington. I'm leaning Vidal right now. And Finn Heaney just traded Diggs, Genty, Breeze for Bucky White and JJ. What do you think? It's pretty solid. I like it. Marty said Tyreek fucked me. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't drafted as high, though, this year, but that's for sure. Tyreek, man. Fucker. And Frank, we play only one IDP. I have Devin White, but Lamb Bonner on waivers. What do you think? Man, I think that I hate leagues that have one IDP. I would pick up Bond if you can. I mean, but and just I'm probably rocking Devin White though, man. Probably rocking Devin White. I love Zach Bond, man. Like, dude, I love Zach Bond so much. We got a video shout out from him. Hold on, where is that?
What's going on, guys? Eagles linebacker Zach Bond here to let you know, give you a little reminder that defensive players matter. Come on. Don't be scared to join an IDP league with a hustler. You know what it is. Big shout out to Alex and the 420 crew. Yeah, come on. Don't count us out, man. Join IDP league. Come on, with the hustler.
There we go. Shout out Zach Bond. Fuck yeah. And Brendan, start Alec Pierce or Romeo Dubs. That's tough because I kind of like both guys this week. Feel like I'm leaning on Romeo. Aiden, I traded Bijan and Ladd for Quinshon Judkins. And what? For Quinshon Judkins and Justice Hill. What do you think? I think that's fucking horrible, dude. Like, I hope that's a joke. That's bad. That's bad, man. No, Quentin Johnston and Justice Hill. That's even horrible. That's even worse. What the fuck? Aiden. I hope that you are on the other side of what I think that you're on there. Let's see. Edgar, should I take a risk and start Watson? Nah. Kamach. Should I give up Lamar, Dowdle, and Waddle? But I still have May and get Gibbs, Pittman, Mike Evans. No, don't do it. Declan, Quentin Johnson, and Marvin Harrison. 1-800-CHOKE. Goff or Dart? I'm going Goff. Carlos, I literally just offered A-Chain. I was just offered A-Chain for my Javonte Williams and Kyron Williams. Like, you would get those guys for A-Chain and give him up. Carlos, May or JJ for the start? Lean in May. Bo the guy. Johnston or Diggs? I'll go Diggs. And Joe said Lamar's got a killer schedule. That he does. PJ says Bucky good to go. Not yet. He didn't even practice today. So I'm just saying no as of right now. And what up, Ben? Shout out to Noble Creations, sharing the post. We appreciate you. Hit that like button, everybody. Should definitely have more likes than what we have. Lorenzo, JT, Diggs, Javonte for Pittman, Rice, and James Cook. Nah, man, it's too much for too much. It really is. It's too much for too much. Ben said, if James Cook were to miss, should I start Ken Walker? Whoever Buffalo's running back would be that week. I'd probably start Ken Walker, but it's going to be Ty Johnson, I feel like, would be the main guy. And I'd want to make sure to pick him up. CC just traded Allen, Judkins, and Neighbors for Pittman, Dart, and JT Dynasty League. That one's tough, dude. I mean, you definitely traded for more of like the win now side. So if the goal is winning right now, I mean, I like your side better. 333 Shakir over Odunze. Hell no, man. Shakir is so fucking fluky. And Joe said trading neighbors is scary. Yeah, I actually in a dynasty, here's a trade that I made today. I traded away Baker Mayfield and I got back neighbors, a 27 first, and it's because they didn't have a 26 first. They already sold it. And Christian Rosboom, who's going to be an instant starter on my squad. And I have Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Sam Darnold. So I don't even feel like I hurt myself trading Mayfield away. But super stoked to get neighbors in the future on that squad, definitely. And Crispy said Mayfield, Stafford, Bo, sit one. Ooh. I think Bo would be the guy I sit. That's tough though. One's tough. And let's see, Mac traded Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson for CD. Thoughts? I mean, Adams has been killing it. If Puka misses, it's going to be crazy for Adams, but I'm not mad at it to get CD. But yeah, it's just really because Garrett Wilson has sucked. And Ben says, situation I think Buffalo has that Ty Johnson has outproduced Ray Davis this year, but when James Cook went down, Ray Davis produced as the bell cow, running back over Ty. Yeah, I mean, it would be it would be pretty iffy either way. And C quarterback said, watch your tone about King Garrett. Man, it's not his fault. He's a victim of his shitty quarterback circumstance, bro. Not his fault. Darren said first rounder for Loveland. I wouldn't want to trade a first rounder to get Loveland. Sean said Ibuka Collins rest of the season. Leaning Nico. Someone is giving the first rounder. Probably. I mean, because he's someone who, I mean, if you were listening to me on like where you should draft a guy like Loveland, he was like a late second or like somewhere in the third. And I've even seen him go later than that. I'm just talking where I've seen him go mostly. All right. You guys just made me think of didn't matter. Fucked up. Dropped Ray Davis in a 32 man, then he got picked up. It's because I got Ty Johnson and fucking during the bye needed people. John, trade Bijan and Rico for Devontae. No. I mean, I want Devontae, but I don't want to trade Bijan to get him. Crispy said trade in the 102. I'm going to mark it down. I'm not going to be here too much longer, so we'll get these pushed after I get off of here. And John said you're slow. Hey, John, right there, buddy. Now you got to throw some roses or something to get back on my good side. Because I was just about to read your question too. Big Mac said I got Lamar, Cook, Henry, JJ, Sutton, Fanning, Chase Brown. Am I good for a league winner? I don't know, man. 10-man, everybody's pretty stacked. Kiko, Saquon for Genti, and Devonta Smith. Man, I don't know, man. I feel like you got Saquon. Like, I just no. I don't want to trade him away, man. I don't want to trade him away. Peace out, Toyota One. Dan saying any good QBs coming out in the 26th draft. I honestly don't know yet. I haven't been paying attention too much. I wait until later. College MA news on on Bucky. He didn't practice today. That's the only news that we have. It sucks. Cameron said Henry for Saquon. I mean, I'd probably want Saquon straight up, but I kind of don't want to trade a running back for a running back. I really don't. I want to get a little bit more creative. B Max trade White and AJ Brown for AJ Brown or Flowers. It's tough, man, because I'd probably want AJ Brown. I hope that he's playing this week. Javier, Shakir, Addison, going Addison. Ashland, traded Gibbs, Keenan Allen. Smith, Greg Buka, Javonte Williams, and St. Brown. I mean, it's a lot for a lot. I mean, that's you win and lose at the same time on players. And Lexi, start Knicks or Dart. I'm leaning Knicks, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. All right. We got a bunch of peeps on all the platforms that we're watching on. I'm about to smoke another bowl because we got no questions in as of now that I haven't answered. Felix said, should I start Wandale or Rome? Kind of leaning Rome. I know he put up a 0 last week, but the matchup is there, and I got to assume that he's not going to get screwed like that 2 weeks in a row. And shout out to Z Nags who just followed. Appreciate you. Marty said Tua or Bryce. I'll go Bryce, but I don't like either this week. All right, and I'll be here for a little bit, Darren, but yeah, I'm going to shut this down pretty soon here. You the man. Thanks for coming through, brother. Seth, Trey Tucker over Keenan. I think this week I'd go Keenan because of the matchup. Matchup's just better. And it's not, I don't think, I mean, could Trey Tucker come into like 10 targets a game? I mean, he could, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. Like, he should get an uptick in volume, but I don't know if it's going to be like insanely like that. Let's see. Crispy said those kind of trades you guys are doing. That's how you lose all your that's how you lose all your fancy football games. Yeah, that's for sure. Where is that? Where is that?
You gonna lose all your fancy foosball games.
Yeah, it's the people trying to make those even trades that usually screw them over. Got to make solid, mutually beneficial trades. All right, I'm turning this TikTok because TikTok doesn't like the weed, the bow smoking. But yeah, when I say leave your questions again, leave them again. I'm going to be busy for about 60 seconds here. Get ready to listen. Frank, let's see. Hall, Judkins, Flowers, Chase, JSM, Bowers. I feel like I could upgrade RB, but have to trade someone. Yeah, man, that's the tough part is like in redraft leagues, you don't want to trade your top guys for a top guy. And I think that that's what too many people do. Like, you want to be the guy who's like trading away depth to someone, like trading 2 players for 1, 3 players for 1, maybe even 4 players for 1. But you got to find the right candidate, someone who's like right on the brink of like not making the playoffs unless they win. And like the 1 player isn't going to help them win, but 3 players would help them win, you know? And so like, that's what you have to do. Like, that's the only way to trade, you know? Like, I mean, these even trades that everyone's trying to do, like they screw you over. You only have so many chances to trade before people aren't going to want to trade with you. Especially in a redraft league. If your team's getting good. Okay. Gabe, Manning guy or DJ Moore or Godwin at the flex? DJ Moore as of right now. Make sure you come back though, because news on Swift will make me change my tune on Manning guy potentially. And Godwin, he didn't even practice today. And Grisham said, with the ball rip, you guys are elite. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Grisham. Make sure you follow. And it said, do I start Warren or Gadsden? Bro, Gadsden's been on such a tear, man, that I'm going Gadsden. And if you're talking, I'm assuming that's Warren, the tight end. His matchup is the worst. And Gadsden is one of the best matchups this week. And Marty, DJ Moore, Diggs. I'm leaning DJ. I want a scoreboard. Judah, I'm giving Cook, Addison, Flowers for A-Chain and Rice. Did I win or lose? I mean, I like it, but it's still like giving up Cook. That's tough, man. I mean, if he doesn't play this week, you know, I mean that'll be good, but yeah. And Gabe, you didn't hear me? I already answered. And Kevin, what up? Start Montgomery or A-Chain? A-Chain? Like A-Chain? I'm not sitting A-Chain. I mean, you better be playing in like some like 6-man league or something where your team is so stacked that like there's no way in hell that I could play A-Chain, but I ain't sitting A-Chain. It's too good. Too good. And Bick, I don't know what the hell that is, but what up? And Cali Jam, Kyler to the IR, horrible luck with injuries. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Jacoby Brissett, here we go. I got a lot of Jacoby in the best ball tourney. I might have more Jacoby than I have Kyler's. Frank's I'm in first place with the most points. Scored and feel my team solid enough. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, don't make trades just to make trades, especially if you're doing good. You know, like that's where people really start messing up, is like just like feeling the just the FOMO, like of seeing other people trade and shit. And Grisham said also Bull Rip earned my follow. Hey, you'll love it. You'll love it around here, bro. If you're a fan of the 420, you found the right channel. Yeah, that's literally why I started this whole mission, to find people who love weed and love fantasy football. And Brendan on YouTube. So I'm in a win now situation. Would you trade Marv and a 4th round pick for George Pickens as my flex? It's a 5-man keeper league. I won't be keeping either. So wait, you're trying to trade to get Pickens? Like you want to trade Marvin Harrison Jr. and a 4th round pick to get Pickens? No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, shout out to Bees Barbarians. What up, bro? What up? What up? What's going down? And dude, I don't know how good your teams are doing, Bees, in those dynasty leagues that we're in together, but I swear all the ones that I'm in with you, I'm going into a like rebuild, retool mode. So if you got picks for sale, especially 1st and 2nds, I got players for sale. And let's see, Logan, Ladd and Spears for Chase Brown and BTJ. Probably, but I really don't like the wide receiver running back for wide receiver running back. Sorry. And Allen, Tyler Warren or Troy Franklin in the flex. I'm going Franklin. It's just a really tough matchup for Warren this week. And Damon Dior, thoughts on Marv now? I mean, I've always liked Marv. I mean, he was someone who wasn't like, he's more of a flex guy than a wide receiver 2 for a while. But if Brissett keeps throwing it to him the way that he is, I mean, he should be like at least a wide receiver 2 on every team that have him. And Brennan said, okay, Pickens is in a pass-heavy offense with a better QB. Kind of saw it as an upgrade, but Marv did look good last game. And it's like if Brissett just force feeds him, which it looks like he kind of was, like that's what we want. And if he's getting force-fed, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. And Grisham, Flowers, Manning guy, Slayton, or Vidal for the flex. Never. I mean, Manning guy, a lot of it depends on Swift playing because he might be the guy, but I'm gonna say Flowers as of right now. But so remember, don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer. And let me see, Gun He, Jordan Love, or JJ McCarthy. Gonna go Love at home on Monday night. Slate Dog, Adunze, and Flowers for Pickens and Jalen Warren. Nah, it's too even. I'd hold. Sam, would you rather trade away A-Chain for Ladd Rico or trade away A-Chain Sutton for Devontae Rico Ladd? Neither, because I don't want to trade away A-Chain, man. I would not do it. And Brandon said, true, good looking, brother. Appreciate the opinion. Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for coming through. B said, lost by 1 point this week and the big money might be cooked. What's your record in that one, and where are you what's your rank right now within the league? Yeah, that sucks losing the close ones. Yeah, I just noticed you and I don't know if it was last week or this week, but we played in one of them. We had a super close game where you fucking barely beat me. Dylan Cole, Henderson or Manning guy? Probably going Manning guy. And shout out to the Islands. But we got to be paying attention for Swift though as well. And Rock Skater, should I drop JMO, Jennings, or Myers to pick up Theo Johnson? My tight ends out this week. I want to keep Myers. It might be Jennings. Yeah, that's tough though. That's tough. And Michael Olave, Monty, Singletary, or Manning guy. I mean, it's going to be Manning guy, but we got to make sure that Swift isn't playing. So make sure you come back. Make sure you come back. And Rock Skater, thanks for the follow. Caden said I traded Fergie for AJ Brown. Thoughts? I'm not mad at it. I'm assuming you have a different, like another tight end, right? Who's the other tight end? Was Fergie your better tight end, or do you have someone like McBride or Kittle? You know, or one of the top dogs. And Joe said I have too many tight ends in my tight end premium dynasty. Bowers, Gadsden, Warren, Mason, Taylor, Pitts, Loveland. Can only start 3 at a time. Any idea for trimming the fat? No, because it's my experience that even in tight end premium, like you have to find the right person to trade with because people don't like to pay up for tight ends. They really don't. Like even if it's the top guy. Sorry, guys. Trade talk over here. Letting someone know. Only interested in first and seconds where I'm rebuilding. All right. Cali Jam, my Debo, Josh Allen. Dude. He said, would you switch any starters? Probably not. Josh Allen, Stafford, C-Mac, Kyren, Derrick Henry, Brees, AJ Brown, Ladd, McBride. Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty solid. I mean, because you can't put Rice in there. Yeah, but like, who would you even trade? He said, would you switch any starters if I can win and steal JSN? Keenan Allen. Yeah, I'd put Keenan in there. Yeah. I mean, I don't know like who I don't know who else like besides that, but Keenan would be the guy that I'd put in there to potentially trade away. And Jacob picked 2, Jennings, Diggs, Wandale. I'm gonna say Diggs and Wandale. The Harvey or Dobbins. Man, I'm gonna say Harvey, but it's pretty close. And Cody said, how does sleeper fantasy work? Me and my friends are starting a dynasty next year. It's super awesome. If you go to YouTube and you type in how do I start a dynasty league on sleeper, you'll find my channel, Fantasy Football Hustler, and you'll see my video. It's the shit, man. It's the sleeper's the best. It really is, especially for dynasty, because all these other ones, like, they don't really have dynasty leagues. Like, people say that they start dynasty leagues on like ESPN and shit, but you can't do anything in the off season because it's not open. So, and Chris said 420 points. What on earth? It ain't one of those. It ain't your home league default league. That's for sure. We got 2.0 PPR. We got QB premium, tight end premium scoring, and then also it's IDP as well. 8 offensive starters and 9 offensive starters and 8 IDP starters. TJ in the house. What up, TJ? Just in time. I'm going to smoke another bowl or two and then get ready to get out of here soon. And Cali Jam says, started with Alex. That's the best way. Yeah, for sure. I host a bunch of dynasty leagues, and we start the dynasty leagues is early as February, right after the Super Bowl. And those are the most fun ones to get in because we're going to have leagues where you draft the veteran players, and then you also have a second rookie draft like after. I also have the leagues where you draft kickers as placeholders for the rookie draft picks. So it's like you have to draft your rookie draft picks, and that gets so fun because like there's some people who, you know, maybe you're such in love with the class that you want to get like 2 or 3, you know, first rounders. Like you're able to do it in this style of startup. It's so fun. So fun. And yeah, a lot of the leagues that I host, they're $33 and $55. So we keep it very, very cheap, you know, for people to have fun. And TJ said the kicker drafts are crazy. Those are so fun, man. Like I really like them because I like getting the extra, you know, in the initial startup, I like getting those extra picks, you know, getting a couple picks in for the rookie draft, man. It's fun because if you hit on your players plus you hit on like a couple of those, like you could win a championship right away because of it. I did last year. Super stoked. And Dan said, what app is that? It's the Sleeper app. Sleeper. Landon, is Henry and Tet for London and Hunt a good trade? Nah, I wouldn't want to trade to get Hunt. And Fresquito, Keenan Allen or Juwanna Man Jennings? Keenan Allen this week because of the matchup. All right, who's gonna throw some roses or something on TikTok to keep me around here? I'm gonna smoke a bowl here real quick, so I gotta turn the screen. So sorry, TikTok. The TikTok doesn't like the bowl smoking over there, but we do on YouTube. Cheers. Let's get it. Woo! Oh yeah. If you're a fan of the tree, type in 420 in the chat. Wherever you are, especially TikTok. Woo. Joe said, hopefully J-Ma has a good week against the commies. It's a good matchup, man. And they lost, what the hell's his name? Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah, Joe said 4-2-0. Let's go. Whew. Let's see if we have any fans of it on TikTok. Yeah, JP said you good, bro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hunter, Rice for Judkins and Ladd? No. And fuck TikTok said, how are you 7-2 in 4th place? That's a good fucking question, man. Let me go look. Because some good teams in this league, man. It's one of these leagues that it's very top heavy. So, dude, yeah, the 3 teams that are in front of me are all 8-1. And the number 1 team who's 8-1, I gave him his only loss. I gave him his only loss. Fuck yeah. But now I play one of the 8-1 teams this week, so I could leapfrog. Because I have higher points than the guy who I'm actually playing this week. But yeah, the 3 top teams are all 8-1. Yeah, in this league, when you win, you get to steal a player from your opponent. So it's like, it's crazy, man, the type of players that are just like changing teams. So like those 8-1 teams, they've stolen 8 players potentially from other teams. And Hunter already answered that. Aiden, start Romeo Dubs, Wandale, or Troy Franklin. I'm leaning Wandale, but it's close. And fuck TikTok said, damn, I'm 7-2 in second place. Said me and the top dude lost to the bottom team. Day. It's funny how that shit works. It's funny how that shit works, man. Catch it 7-2 and you lost to the last place teams. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. Any given Sunday. And Jude said, why'd so many points? So it's 2.0 PPR because we have IDP players involved as well. And it's also QB premium scoring and tight end premium scoring. And then, but the big thing is the IDP. So there's 9 offensive starters, 8 IDP starters. So 17 total starters. That's the big reason for the points being so high. And Dennis, drop Mike Evans. I mean, really, if you need a spot like Mike Evans, I mean, of course he's worth holding on to, but it depends on like how bad you need to pick up somebody with the bye week. Trent Ertz or Njoku? I'm going Njoku. And Landon, should I start Jay Herb or Jay Hurts this week? I think I'm going Herbert. And yeah, Cali Jam, you the man. I looked away from the YouTube. I'm gonna mark you down. The $10 super chat, getting those extra 10 entries into the raffle that's gonna be going down here in right at the beginning of December. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and yes, time for a yabba dabba do. TikTok, don't get scared because you might hear a lot of coughing on this one. And Tony, Marv or Wilson this week? I'm leaning Marv right now. And Jay Hang was offered Brees Hall for my Dunze. Or will Brees be bad now? I mean, Brees has a bad schedule. And I'm kind of just not liking like how he wanted to get traded. And now he's like sour because he didn't get traded. Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a recipe for success. TJ said, can't believe I lost by 0.9 in the Debo. Fuck that nonsense, bro. So fucking close. Like, losses like that, especially in the Debo league, just like make it so much worse because it's usually over. Because it literally comes down to some like little bullshit that like happened. I mean, 0.9. I mean, shit. You're literally talking about 1 yard for every offensive player. Like that could have like made the difference. Like it's fucking insane. And that's why we love and hate fantasy football. That's for sure. Fat dab for Cali Jam. You the man, Cali Jam. Appreciate you, my brother. And dude, how you liking the weekly drafts now? I mean, shit. Tomorrow, if there's no stat corrections, that first place is going to be yours. Cali Jam won by 0.03 points in a weekly best ball draft. 0.03 points. Fucking crazy. Joe said I'm 3-6, but second through 6th place is 5-4. Okay, yeah. So you get on a couple. Alicia said, is Brees Hall droppable? I'm gonna say no, but like, how shallow is your league? How shallow is your bench? I mean, if it's like an 8-man league, like he might be droppable, like I would try not to though. Celtics, I'm screwed without Mahomes, Rice, Javante, most likely no. Bucky, 2. My best bench players, Boutte and Slayton. Fuck yeah, it's a rough bye week, man, because there's good teams. It's like all besides the Titans have been good. Well, I guess no, not the Browns. It's the Bengals. Yeah, I mean, good, man. Cali Jam's the final meltdown. Yeah, I won the weekly best ball by 0.03. Yeah. And Joe said 0.9 is literally a QB kneel. I mean, fuck, like that's what sucks, man. It really is. It really is. Or a bad Brissett pass. Yeah. All right, here goes the dabberoo for Cali Jam. Everybody on TikTok, sorry, I got to turn the screen because TikTok doesn't like any of the smoking or the dabbing. Hey, John in the house. What it do, bro? Just in time for a fat dab. Don't worry.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
Yeah, and shout out to Fuck TikTok who followed. Everybody follow on TikTok. I'm going to be getting back to the questions. We're just doing a fat dab right now. Yeah. John said, long time no see, partner. Hell yeah, man. Glad to see you back, bro. Oh, shit's tasty. Fuck yeah. I got 4 ounces of G Daddy. Kush, nice. Oh, dude, I haven't smoked Granddaddy in a while. Sorry for all the coughing. TikTok. Because I know you can't even see the dab. Dude, Granddaddy's such a fucking Cali thing. Whoo! Whoo! Oh man, that was such a fat dab. And user something said the scoring's ridiculous. It is, but it's fun and it makes sense. And the 420 points, I mean, that's just a really high score. I had a bunch of people go off. But yeah, I mean, it's not like the scoring's different for me than everybody else. My team just went off this week a little bit. But yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. Dominic said thoughts on Olave rest of season. Man, I was just talking about how I'm super pissed about Olave for the rest of the season. I traded for him earlier this year and fucking traded so much. And it's fucked me. Yeah, in redraft, I would he'd be on the bench until further notice. And Oscar said, what kind of scoring system is this? Well, it's my personal scoring system. It has IDP involved. There's 8 IDP players, 8 defensive players. So that's why there's 17 starters. That's why just the score in general is so high. And it's IDP 1, 2, 3 scoring. And it's 2.0 PPR. So that is to counterbalance the IDP scoring. And then it's QB premium scoring and tight end premium scoring as well. And shout out to Oscar throwing those roses. Yes, sir. And Ayerson, what up? Thanks for the follow. A-Chain for Dowdle and Igbuka. Nah, don't trade A-Chain. He has such a good schedule. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a big play waiting to happen. And Oscar said, should I drop Tracy for Benson? Probably. I don't know, man. Like, Tracy just sucks. Like, he really does. And yeah, I probably would. Fuck TikTok said, what do you think about starting Kittle and putting Loveland in my flex this week? Man, I think that I'm nervous about Loveland. I really am. Like, I'm going to be starting him in places, but I'm just nervous about him because the wide receivers do so good that, like, I just, like, what if there's no love for Loveland this week? You know, like that. I feel like he could be a trap. And John said, man, one of my leagues stacked in my 12-man, Allen, JT, Kyren, Amon, and Buka. Nice. And Cali Jam said, best part about that win was the Cowboys fan had Dak come up 0.03 short. Coming up from a Birds fan. Oh, man, that's hilarious. And his name's literally Cowboys fan. So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Joe Loveland's risky. He is, man. He is. Yeah, Williams is just cooking. Nice. 7-2. Nice. I like it. Sam, pick 2. Sutton, Swift, Aaron Jones, Jalen Warren. Sutton and Aaron Jones. Warren's just got a tough matchup. Like, that's what it is. Because I like Warren more than Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones has a nice matchup. And Fernando, I traded away Manning guy and Watson for K9 and Golden today. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, but it's pretty blah at the end of the day. Kenny stay trill in the house. What up, bro? What's going down? Jason said teams figured out how to cover Igbuka. You watch dead rest of the season. I'm when team it's gonna come down to the play calling. Like it really is. And if Tampa Bay doesn't evolve like the kind of routes that they have him running, like yeah, it's probably not gonna be that good for him. User 49, start one. Vidal, Debo, White, assuming Bucky doesn't play. I mean, if Bucky doesn't play, I'm probably going White. If Bucky does play, probably going Debo. And Jethalau says T. Higgins and David Montgomery a good trade for Devontae Adams. I'm new to this. I would want to get Devontae Adams, but I don't know if I'd want to do that, though. I mean, I don't know who else is on your team. And, like, in a vacuum, that's not that bad. But I feel like I'd want to rework that somehow. And if you really want help with, like, trades, the best thing is to go to my Patreon. It's 420crew.com. Sign up on the Superstar tier. And then I message you almost instantly. And then you get my cell phone number. And literally, like, I help you trade. And I will literally tell you what to say in the trade. And I'm a master negotiator. Like, I mean, outside of fantasy football, negotiations has been my like entire life. So like I help people destroy their league mates when it comes to trades. And we don't make a lot of these bullshit trades that people are asking about. Callie Jam said once Bucky's back, said he will eat her yeah, double E will eat, or Bucky will. I mean, Bucky's always going to eat when he's in there. And Ed said, do I trade Bucky for Garrett Wilson and Monty? I have Gibbs too. No. And Kenny State Trill, would you trade Garrett Wilson and Schultz for Igbuka? I still have Ferguson. I'm just going to say no. And Callie Jam said master debater. You know it. Jason, Tampa Bay, Mayfield, big difference in with our same offensive coordinator. Basket did way more with just as much last year. Yeah. Let's see. TikTok. Jacob, Devontae Adams for Bucky. I got JSN. I mean, it's not bad, but I feel like Adams is the more valuable player right now. Oscar said Theo or Hunter Henry this week. Hold on, I gotta go look at the points for and the points against for those guys. But Oscar's always throwing down the roses, so I got you, bro. Just wait a second here. Theo going against the Bears. 11th best matchup. I like that. And then where's Hunter Henry? I don't think Hunter Henry has a better matchup. 18th best. Yeah, I think I'm going Theo. Yeah, I think I'm rocking Theo for sure. And see, that's a good way to get me to remember who you are. You throw those roses and I just like remember your name. I mean, it's easier to, that's for sure. Jason said Baker did way more. Same offense last year. Offensive coordinator this year is the difference. Well, and the offensive line. I mean, they've had a shitload of offensive line injuries. And you the man. Oscar sent the GOAT this time. There we go. You the man. You the man. Make it rain. Make it rain. And Saraki, who should I pick up to stash from waivers? I mean, you got to give me players. Every league is a little bit different. But every single week on my Patreon, it's 420crew.com. Go sign up, guys. $5 a month. Every single week, I'm posting the pickups for all positions. I'm posting like what they're rostered, who they're playing, everything like that on Tuesdays. And I include IDP in there for anybody who's playing with IDP. And then on Wednesday, I'm posting the best and worst matchups for every single position. It's all based on what the team gives up to the position, and that helps like a lot with picking starts and sits. And then I'm always posting different things like target market share, points per opportunity, and all different types of things that are going to help you like dominate. And it's literally only $5 a month. You can't even get a Happy Meal for $5 a month. And this is something that will help you kick ass. So someone go sign up 420crew.com on Patreon, and then let me know when you sign up, and I'll do a bowl in lieu of you for throwing down and joining on Patreon. And Cali Jam saying, can't tell me about different OCs. Hertz had a new one every year. Yeah, for sure. But you have to say like there's been times where Hertz has looked better, than others. That's for sure. Like better years than others. And John said thoughts on Brees. I mean, I'm hella nervous about Brees. Like he doesn't want to be there now. Like he already said he wanted to get traded and get the fuck out of there. And he's so jealous of Sauce. And well, I don't know if he's jealous about Quinnen, going to the Cowboys, but definitely like going to the Colts and being like on one of the better teams, in the league this year, jealous of Sauce. But yeah, so I'm not happy about Brees right now. And John said Happy Meal sounds so good right now. And then Cali Jam said tough week for Brees, hope for 15 points. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's like his ceiling. It's probably like going to be like somewhere between 8 and 10 points. And fuck TikTok said JK probably Darnold. Let me see. Aiden said traded. Aiden said I traded Bijan and Ladd for Quentin Johnson and Justice Hill. I got Bijan and Ladd. Who won? Oh, you won by a mile. You teabagged that guy. You're lucky that trade didn't get vetoed, man. But yeah, man, killed that guy. And Kenny, should I sell or hold on to James Cook and Bijan? I have both on my team. Wilson, AJ Brown, Keenan Allen. I mean, I know he's got the Q next to his name right now, but I will say James Cook doesn't have a great schedule. So the only way that I would sell is if someone overpays. If not, you might as well hold, because he's still a part of one of the better offenses in the league. And like, if you're going to just trade him for guys who are like, two mid-level guys, for one James Cook, which I think a lot of people kind of do, like try to make those trades like that. Like I wouldn't do a trade like that. So I'd say I'm leaning on holding. And Vinny, I'm trading Worthy and Tracy for AJ Brown. Good trade. Yeah, I mean, if you're able to get AJ Brown for that, yes, I would. Danny traded ETN plus Adams for Henry and Kittle. My team is wide receiver heavy and needed an RB2 to pair with CMC and a tight end. I'm not mad at it. I mean, I do think that Adams is the best player in that deal, but then I also feel like ETN's the worst player in that deal that you traded away. Shout out to John, who just followed. And Oscar said Baker or Caleb this week. I think because Caleb's got a really good matchup. Like that's the thing with Caleb. He's got a really good matchup. I think I'm still leaning Baker, though. And Lincoln, start Brissett or Goff this week. Goff, baby. Great matchup for him. Miguel, Hurts or Herbert? I'm going Herbert, but it's pretty close. Mariana, Lamar Jackson or Stafford based on the matchup? I'm pretty sure the matchup is better for Lamar. Let's go see. Yeah, one thing I'd recommend is signing up on my Patreon, because every single week I post the best and worst matchups for every single team, and it's based on the opponent and how much they surrender to that position weekly. Yeah, like Jared Goff has the best matchup Caleb Williams has the second best matchup this week, just for everybody who's like thinking about those guys. Yeah, Vikings are, I mean, they're not a bottom of the barrel matchup, but they're pretty close to bottom of the barrel. And who the hell was the other person? It was Lamar or who? Shout out to Jay Heeb who followed. Dang it. Somebody came in and like pushed it down. Shout out to Anastasia who followed. That was Lamar Stafford. Stafford has a way better matchup. So if you're starting it based on the matchup, it's going to be Stafford. Obviously, we know what Lamar can do even in bad matchups. Anastasia, would you trade Amika for Rico? If you can get Rice for Egbuka straight up, I would do that. Oscar, start Jennings, Rome, Tet, or Manning guy in the flex. I'm leaning Rome right now, but if Swift is out, I'm probably going Manning guy because it's a great matchup. And Anastasio, like throw in a comment so I know that you heard. And let's see, never had a limit. Who wins? AJ Brown and McBride for Bijan. Probably Bijan still, but it's, I don't know, man. That's really, really close. I mean, I feel like that's like team specific at that point. And Owen said, what the hell are these scoring rules? I'm glad you asked because my leagues are super dope. And like, if anybody wants to get in the leagues, join my Patreon, 420crew.com. You can join for free just to stay in the loop with the leagues. If you want to get like access to more information, you want to join as a $5 member. But the league scoring settings, it is 2.0 PPR. It is QB premium scoring, tight end premium scoring, and it also has IDP. There's 8 IDP players as defensive players. And Kenny State Trill, what's your thoughts on Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, and Keenan Allen as my core wide receivers going into the trade deadline? I mean, I'm not super excited about it, that's for sure. I mean, if AJ Brown plays this week, I mean, he's got the Q right now, so that's why I'm not like excited about it. If we know that AJ Brown is playing, I feel way better about it because, then Keenan's like a flex guy unless you're playing 3 wide receivers and it's like all of them, which I think it's like, it's probably a B- or a C+ on a bad day is what I'd say. And really like the bad day is going to be Keenan and, Garrett Wilson, like one of them not having a good day is what it would seem like. Cali Jam, I like JJ to be the dark horse top 5 QB this week. I mean, versus Baltimore, they've been giving up a lot of points to the quarterback, so there's so many questions coming on TikTok. I'm trying to keep up, guys. But there's like so many. And what the fuck, Timmy? Daniels or Dart? Bro, are you really, dude? Daniels should be in your IR, probably even dropped like in the leagues. Jaheeb, Dart or Hurts? Oh, I mean, because Dart has a pretty good matchup. I think I'm going Hurts though. It's Gavin, Genty or Warren. I think I'm going Genty this week. And John said I tried to get Higgins. Trade offered someone that lost Kraft and offered Laporta. Oh man, I mean that wouldn't be a bad trade though. Higgins for Laporta straight up. But yeah, I mean Higgins' game though, I mean shit, it was a lot of points for a wide receiver. So yeah, it's hard for anybody to come up off of that the week after. And Anna said Harvey or Woody. Ooh. Hold on. Let me check something out here. Harvey or Woody, because I'm pretty sure the Texans matchup is kind of at the bottom of the barrel this week. Isn't it? Just above bottom of the barrel. Yeah, who was it? Harvey or Woody? Yeah, I'm going Harvey. Godzilla. Sit Dowdle, Henry, Jacobs, or Gibbs. Man, that's tough. Who's got the worst matchup out of all of them? Because it's hard. Like, how do you just pick? Like one of those guys. Fuck, where did it go? Oh man. Oh, there you go, Godzilla. I'm gonna say yeah, I mean, because Derrick Henry and Gibbs, both their matchups they're pretty blah. Jacobs got a good matchup versus the Eagles. It's tough, man. It's tough. Probably sitting Derrick Henry. Probably sitting Derrick Henry. It's crazy. Crazy to think. All right. And oh, Timmy said Daniel Jones or Dart. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna go Dart though. I'm gonna go Dart. And they know Alex. Hey, my name's Alex. And he said, Holy Point System. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Check out that 420 right there. It's mainly because we have IDP. And so we have 9 offensive starters, 9 IDP starters. So 17 total starters. That's like the big difference in why the points are so high. Mariana, now should I start Caleb over Lamar? I mean, the better matchup is for Caleb, but I'm not starting Lamar. I'm not starting Caleb over Lamar. Just not going to do it. And Dylan. And they know Alex said 2-man league. Nope, it's a 12-man league, actually. It's not the default. Because look at the team. Like, dude, I mean, even like my top guys, like you can already tell it's not a 2-man league. I would have way better players than that. Just like you would have way better players than that. And Dylan, should I start Singletary, Alec Pierce, Christian Walker at the flex? I'll take the upside of Alec Pierce this week. And Godzilla said 6-man trust. Nope. No. Yeah, I would love for anybody who's thinking that this is a 6-man league to join this or any other league that I host, so you can see what kind of competition is out there, because it's really mostly 12-man leagues. This one is just so crazy because of the IDP, and I know most of the peeps in the Godzilla said on the 6-man, I got proof trust. What proof do you got, brother? What proof do you got? Because I can take a screenshot of the entire leagues right now, and just put it back there just to show. If you want to throw some roses, I could DM right now. Well, DM what, bro? What would you DM? And Ridge said Derrick Henry or Nico and Nico for JSN. I'd probably want JSN in that. I mean, it's tough, but it's tough. And Emilio said, bro, move your head real quick. This is still just the top of the league. I mean, it's, you can't make it smaller like on the app. But yeah, if it was anything less than a 12-man league, I definitely and Emilio said how you get 420. It's mainly because of the IDP. We have 8 IDP players, so there's 17 total starters. That's a big part of it. Elliott, Harrison Jr. or Sutton. I'm probably going Sutton, but it's close. It's close. But to match the defensive scoring, I do counterbalance it. It's 2.0 PPR, and it's QB premium and tight end premium scoring. And I'll just call you KX because I'm not sure how to pronounce the whole thing. Genty and Keenan/Diggs for Kyren. I don't know, man. Because I don't know how much more I want Kyren than Genty. JT said Chase and Alvin for Cook and Olave. Nah. Elliott, Dobbins, or Walker? I'm probably going Walker. And Alex said, Alex 777 said, how you scoring that high? Mostly it's because of the IDP. There's 8 IDP starters and 9 offensive starters, so 17 total starters. It's like a whole football team, damn near. And Jeremy said, Diggs, Metcalf, Fanning, Chase Brown for A-Chain. Fair trade. I don't know if that's a fair trade. I feel like if you could keep Chase Brown somehow, I'd want to do all of that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're going to get A-Chain without giving up that many players, because none of those guys are like that's a lot of like depth pieces for a bad team. But I don't know if it's fair, but as long as you're getting A-Chain, you're doing good. And KX said, you think just hold? I'm low-key trying to get someone else instead of Genty. I got Derrick Henry right now. Yeah, and I mean, I feel that because Genty's matchup isn't that good like this week. And then losing Jacoby Myers, I mean, that makes it to where, you know, the defense could probably key in on him a little bit easier. But if your running backs are already bad, you can't really trade Genty. You shouldn't do that. You got to, like, figure out where you're, like, really strong. Like, if you're really strong at wide receivers, like, trade a wide receiver away for a running back. You know, it may just be, like, a depth piece. But, you know, I'm sure you'll feel better than having like nobody else besides Genty. But yeah, if you're hurting for running backs, you can't trade Genty away. And Cali Jam said, here in week 10, KC's on a bye, and I'm still waiting on Royals next week. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. One day. And Jaden said, are you the guy who takes dabs? Yeah. Usually smoking more bowls than dabs. Yeah, if you just see the background and you don't see me and you see me coughing or hear me coughing, yeah, that's me. And there's no other fantasy football content creators that are out here like smoking like I am. So if anybody starts trying to get on that train, like you just remind them you're not that guy. And Von Lee trade Kyren and Keenan for Judkins and Garrett Wilson. I mean, you're winning on a wide receiver, losing on a running back. You know, like I don't know. I'd probably just hold on that and rework. Illuminati, Otner, Jawan. I'm probably going Otten. Yeah, the Patriots, they're a really good matchup for the tight end. And Callie Jan, here's what John say. Who would have thought Flacco would be getting 25? I mean, dude, on the Bengals, man. Like, dude, I'm not saying any QB could do that because Browning couldn't, but Flacco's smart enough to know. Feed the horse, baby. Like, man, just chasing Higgins all day. So I remember playing him in Madden 07 for sure. And he says, same. I'm in 4 12-man, 2 14-man, and an 18-man. Dude, I'm in too many 12-man to count. And I'm in 2 16-teamers and 1 32-teamer. And man, my 32-teamer is not doing so good because 2 is my quarterback. And John said, that's what I like about your channel, bro. He said, I watch Flock and Dude Straight Edge. Yeah, man. And he seems like he's just a liar. Like, but I almost don't trust anybody who does what we do and wears a suit because, like, I don't know, man. Devil wears Prada. And, you know, like, like I'm just being myself. I'll just rock like my Ninja Turtle t-shirts and my fucking grassroots hats and shit, you know, and like have my own style versus like trying to like trying to fucking you know, trick everybody into thinking I'm good because I'm wearing a suit. All right, here we go. Sorry, TikTok. I gotta turn it when I smoke because TikTok doesn't like that. All right, here we go. Cheers, guys. We're smoking a bowl. John said, shit. He makes a lot of money, you know, doing his live streams because he makes like a shitload of he gets a shitload of super chats and shit. And maybe one day, you know, I mean, we get a bunch coming in, you know, randomly. So I like it. But yeah. One day. It's like we gotta find more stoners is what it is, because I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea because of the smoking. And Godzilla said, "Yo, said, yo, gang, let me get a hit. It's coming your way, bro. It's coming your way. We're passing the Dutchie to the left-hand side." And everybody on TikTok, you can't see me right now because I'm smoking a bowl, but I'll get back to the questions here soon. So don't spam the chat. Just like literally wait. As soon as you see my face again, then start putting the comments in. And Darren said, "I thought you were dense. I had a couple patients come back and you're still here." Man, we're still rocking, man. I mean, we had some people throwing in some super chats and we got a lot of questions going. TikTok is, you know, getting bigger and bigger. We got more followers on TikTok. So, yeah, man, that's TikTok's what's keeping us extra busy today. And Dylan, he said, "What league is this?" Man, it's because there's IDP. That's what it is. And John said, "I'm recruiting from his channel to come to the 420 fantasy football." Hell yeah, man. We need more stoners, man. That's what we need. And Darren throwing down the $5 super chat and said, "Smoke again. Let's go." All right, let's finish this bowl. And then we're doing a dab for the crew. And I appreciate it, John, because we need more stoners, man. Like, I mean, there's you know, there's a bunch of people who are going to come through. And, you know, whether they smoke or not, they're going to ask their questions, they're going to get their answers. But the stoners are the ones who hang around and who are like the biggest part of the community. If there's any stoners on TikTok, come over to YouTube, Fantasy Football Hustler at FF Hustler 420. And because that's usually where we're the most lit. That's for sure. And yeah, hell yeah. Cali Jam said it's a party and BS and bullshit and party. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll throw on the biggie. Let's bullshit and party. And a couple people asked what the scoring is in this league. So here goes the scoring. The big part of it is the IDP. So there's 8 defensive players and there's 9 offensive players. So that's the biggest part in why the scoring is so high. Because you'll see even here, I mean, 287 in this league is a pretty good score. My guys just scored off the chart. Like my guys averaged 24 points a player. Like that's not normal. Like I started a lot of the right guys, especially on defense. I got a lot of defensive hitters that went the fuck off this week. But it's also 2.0 PPR. That is to counterbalance a little bit of the IDP scoring. And then it is QB premium, which is 15, and this is my shit. Nobody else is doing QB premium. Like I've been doing this shit since like 2008, and it's 15 yards per point and 6 points per touchdown. That is the QB scoring. And then the tight end scoring in this league is 2.5 points per reception. So it's a half point higher than everybody else. And shout out to Brian, who is throwing down on the roses, making it rain. And Myers or Shaheed. This week I'm going Myers. I just feel like it's a better offense. And well, not necessarily it's a better offense. I feel like he'll be more a part of that offense in week 1 because JSN is JSN. Like Shaheed ain't gonna steal anything from JSN. You know what? You're right, John. We're going with the because that one is in my 420 crew playlist. Hold on, let me find it. And if you're not a weed smoker, just dig the vibes. You don't have to smoke weed. We just got good vibes around here. Let me see. Where is it? There we go. Debo Snatch Your Chain League. Every single week, whoever wins, you get to steal any player you want from the opponent that you beat. You must send back a starter, someone who you started that week. But man, it's so crazy. And then the scoring is super high because we have 8 IDP players, 8 defensive players. And Keon said, "Do you think trading Bucky and Dubs is a fair trade for Rashee Rice?" I mean, I don't know about fair, but I mean, if whoever has Rashee Rice might not even do that. And Internet Money said, please, hey, Internet Money, throw some of that Internet Money via Rose or something at the screen. I'll answer your question, though. He said, please, I need to know Alec Pierce or Tez Johnson. Man, I'll go Alec Pierce. I'll just take the chance on him. Like, I'm so out on Tez right now. He just has not lived up to what he should have been. And Tony said, would you trade Amika and Pickens for Jamar? Yeah. If you're getting Jamar, yeah. Hell yeah. Let me see.
Give me a hell yeah!
And Adam, Lamar, Jacobs, Henry, Nico, Roan, 12 man. What should I do with the team? Ride it out. Ride it out. Gabe Owner, what up? Yvonne, should I try? And then it stopped. And Gabe Owner said Ibuka or Collins. I'll go Collins this week. Ethan, I give Jacoby and get Tez and Sam Laporta. I mean, Tez is like nothing, so it's kind of just like Jacoby for Sam Laporta. I'm okay, especially if you need a tight end. I'd be okay with that. Shout out to Trev for the follow. And Ricky said I traded Sutton and BTJ for a Dunze. I mean, I would have tried to buy him lower than that. That's all I'm going to say. And everybody on TikTok, go ahead and stay here. We're going to shut this down in a couple minutes, but we're going to shut down YouTube and everywhere else. Appreciate you guys. And we always have this on the way out, and we're going to roll the credits.
Yeah. 420. Light it up, smoke it. Let that bud choke it. Drop a super chat. I'll hit a fat ass dab.
Oh, shout out to Stranger who just popped in.
Straight out of Vegas.
Whoa, there we go.
420 crew.
Shout out to Justin Pickle and John Chris Patriot Sports. The producers, salute. We appreciate you. Co-producer, appreciate you. Associate producers, appreciate you. And to the epic supporters and awesome supporters, we appreciate you. And we will catch you. We'll catch you at the next show, which is tomorrow. And oh yeah, Vivi, what up, bro? Yeah, we're shutting it down right now. Come to TikTok. I'll be there for a couple minutes at FF Hustler 420, and we'll see you guys over there. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure
They remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the